Hi. My name's Jen, and I'm really late to the game on making an art channel, which is something I really should have done, I really should have done this so long ago. But anyway, I wouldn't have thought this would be my first video, but here we are. I'm just filming this on my phone, so forgive the quality. But yeah, markers. I have an 8-year-old niece, well, about to be 8, and she's been using a no-name brand of markers from like Winners, and she's been really liking them, and she's been getting really good with them. And I'm like, okay, it'd be nice to add some more colors for her, because there's a lot of gray in that set that she's got. So I'm being an enabler that I am. I was like, well, let's see what Ohuhu has, because I don't have any Ohuhu. I'm afraid I can't compare to their other markers. I don't have any yet. One of these days. But so I'm afraid I can't compare them to the others. So, but yeah, I thought I'd do a little video because I saw this set, which are meant to be low odor and washable, and I was like, that sounds really good. And you know, they do market them back here as saying that they're yeah, kid and beginner friendly. So I was like, ooh, okay. Because some markers I've had are definitely some of them are worse than others, but yeah, they can be pretty stinky. So I was like excited. But the reviews seemed fairly good on Amazon, but I went to check YouTube, you know, as you do, because I've seen tons of Ohuhu marker reviews on there and stuff, and I could not find these. There's no video at all about these. So from the looks of things, this is a fairly new kit, or set, I should say. Fairly new marker in general. There's only this 36 colors, and one's, well, 35. One's the colorless blender. But yeah, I thought, but really quickly, I wanted to make sure they're all, I mean, they should be working, I guess, if they are that new, but I wanted to check them just the same really quickly. So yeah, I thought I'd film it and make a little video, I guess. Okay, so I've got just a regular sheet of like cardstock here. And yeah, obviously, yeah, it came in this nice little container, which, I mean, I've seen these around a lot. I think the set she even has is in one of these, but hey, it's a nice little container. It just, it has the little color swatch, which I think they do in all their sets. And then here's all the colors. I thought it was a really nice bright set. I really quite liked them. The only thing that's a little sad is there's no, like, really good skin tone. Which I swear skin tones are like the bane of my existence. Like, I have so many markers I try to buy. Ooh, some skin tones. And next thing I know, they're dead. Ugh. Anyway. But other than that, yeah, it looked like a nice bunch of colors. So let's give it we'll give them a quick whirl real quick here. Come over here. Normally I'd probably do some nice fancy thing when I say I'm just gonna really quick test them, because I don't know when she's even gonna be here and I need to give them to her. So, and obviously I can't do a full picture. I don't want to use too much ink out of them. So, well, yeah, so these are a brush tip on one end, a nice chunky brush tip, and a chisel on this side, which doesn't look too bad. I'll show one of the others in a minute, because that's I'm showing you the black. That's kind of harder to see, and then pick a lighter color. There we go. Oh, like so. I guess if we want a comparison, these are kind of ancient, so bear with me. Here's a really old Copic. Let's see here. As you can see, it's dead as a doornail, but yeah, it's a little more, this is definitely a more chunky tip than the Copics. And then the chisel. It's a little thicker chisel too. It's actually quite not bad chisel. It's actually really nicely shaped, actually. I like more shaped chisels. One of my favorite chisels is actually Prismacolor's chisels. I'm weird like that. All right, let's see here. Cap this back for what it's worth. Actually, even just open it. Sniffing markers, right? Not putting it too close to my nose, but I'm getting a little hint. But nothing, not too stinky. Yeah, that's pretty nice, I'd say. The black. Gray. The, what? About 80%, I'd say. The lighter one. Slightly your cool grays. Brown. Dark brown. That's nice. My splodges are getting bigger as I go. Nice. $36 is a lot to do. More blue. Staff. The order is a little funny. They are different, but they are a little all similar, these reds. Or pink. Dark in here, but you can see the reds are quite... These two especially are a little similar. At least there's not too many colors like that that are like, these are really close. There's a good spread at least. By and large. There's a nice orange. That one, got a really bright one. Not nearly as neon as the cap. at least by and large, the caps aren't too off. Last but not least, nice light yellow. Great. So there we go. Yeah, that's not a bad collection of colors, other than some of these reds being just a little similar. I would have liked to have seen another, like a pink. Like, there's one pink, but like maybe a lighter pink would have been nice. But other than that, yeah, I'm pretty happy with those. That looks really nice and smooth. I say I don't have many modern markers. In fact, I think the few I had was some Artist Loft ones, and they've died, so I did grab out at least a couple that I know are working. I've got some older Prismacolors. Oh yeah, hang on. No, I didn't do. Oh yeah, now I can't smell any alcohol off that at all, so that's nice. So what little smell I was getting died off really quickly. Oh dear. There we go. Got my... See that? I right away. Whew, yeah. I didn't even put it that close. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, these are definitely, at least compared to these old Prismacolors, these are like probably about 10 years old. Hang on. No, probably like 15 or more. I think I got these late 2000, 2009, 10, somewhere in there. So have a little comparison. I also have an older Touch marker. Back when they were like in the kind of the really cheap looking what do you call it? Pen. Generic pen. Which a lot of companies now have copied. I'm pretty sure this was real. It does have the proper markings and it does say made in Korea. I got these from a local art store. Also sometime in 2000. So yeah, these are pretty old too of mine. Yeah, I have quite a interesting mix of markers. So, and then I guess we'll grab one of these purples. Oh, let's try the chisel. I was a big fan of the chisel in the end. Maybe they'll soften up a bit and be nicer. Yeah, weirdly enough, my favorite chisel is the Prismacolors. I like this frickin' chisel. Yeah, the chisel's a little rough, but not too bad. That feels really... The brush, though, that feels really nice. That really does. Anyway, so there's a bit of a comparison. They're definitely, a little lighter, and they feel like they're a little lighter in tone compared to the other markers here of mine. Like, the pigments in these are quite vibrant. These ones seem a little more pale? Just faintly? I don't know if that would be because of the alcohol type, or if these are just a little less pigmented. Might be the alcohol type, I suppose. I don't know. Or maybe just the selection of colors that's in here are all just that kind of bit more muted. Close a bit. These are the Ohuhus. Yeah, mine bled. These do bleed a little bit more, it looked like, though, which is interesting. Although that bled through more, but these are a little more rougher around the edges. This one's not as bad. The touch isn't fine though. Interesting. Anyway, let me see anything else we can worth testing. Oh, that's probably. Oh, let me just check. I want to try. Let me see if I've got a red. I want to just compare that to. Okay, I found a crimson red. So it might be a little more. I might have to try the other one, but. Getting a little dry. It's getting a little dry. Well, they've been like. It's been like laying on its side, so a lot of the ink might be kind of. Well, that's pretty, not too dissimilar, is it? Maybe it's just the color selection, because yeah, that doesn't look that much different in vibrancy, really. This one is a little more cherry than mine. Right there. Let's try the other one. Yeah, it's a little closer. Well, maybe that one's a little more orange. Just the three different reds around it. I think that one's the closest to the crimson. Yeah, no, maybe it's just maybe faintly less pigmented than the Prismacolor, but it's certainly not bad by any means. Just put another layer. Yeah, no, it just. Just the colors I happened to pick up were super dark and strong, I think. So. Oh, right. We should also test the alleged washability of them. I guess a good way to do, especially because kids, right? We'll just put a little, we'll just do that. And I'm gonna go wash my hand. I'll be right back. Okay, so I like let it sit for, you know, a few minutes before I went to wash my hand. I put it under water, under the tap, and it almost rinsed off. It came off so easily. I didn't even have to like rub or add soap. It just. I was actually very surprised, because usually you still have to, with normal marker, kind of have a bit of soap and rub. It comes off not usually pretty easily, but not that easily. Not almost just washes away. So yeah, it looks like they are quite washable. That is, I am actually quite surprised that it was like that good. So I got the chance to actually do the test again, and this time actually film it. And so I put a stroke of Ohuhu at the top, and then a stroke of Prismacolor beneath it. And this time the Ohuhu stayed on my finger at least half an hour, maybe a bit longer, before I washed it, unlike last time where it was about 5 minutes or so. The majority was gone. There was just a faint bit of blue left behind, but compared to the Prismacolor, which stubbornly didn't want to move, in fact I had to get the rest off with some rubbing alcohol. Yeah, it was such a big difference. So yeah, I'm still like really happy with how washable they do seem to really be. Go wash it right away, it'll come off a lot easier. There we go. So that's the Kauai. I probably pronouncing it wrong, but Kauai low odor markers. Yeah, they seem like they're gonna be pretty nice, and hopefully my niece will enjoy them. So yeah, that's it for me. Thank you for watching. I have a other YouTube channel where I've been starting to put some like video game content. A lot of Infinity Nikki right now. And I also I'm over on Twitch. Usually I'm over on Twitch. That's where I've been the last years. It's over on Twitch streaming usually Final Fantasy 14 or Infinity Nikki or Dreamlight Valley by and large. Sometimes I do craft though, and sometimes I do art a bit too. And yeah. So I'll put links below, I guess. And I guess if you want to see if this goes anywhere, you're welcome to follow me, and if not, that's alright too. That's fine. And yeah, thank you for watching.